Ever thought about the wild mix of being a top-notch assassin and a makeshift dad? It's not your everyday combo, but Buddy Daddies is all about shaking things up. The first episode starts off in classic gangster style. Think Goodfellas, but with more bling. A dude in a crisp white suit thinks he's about to level up in the mafia world. Little does he know, he's in for a wild ride. As they cruise along with a suitcase full of sparkly jewels, boom! Out of nowhere, a biker dude swoops in. It's like that meme where Batman slaps Robin, except it's a motorcycle and bullets, not Batman and the slaps. The gangsters think they've lost him, but surprise, he's already at the dock waiting. In a twist straight out of a Tarantino flick, the driver turns on his boss. That's when we meet Kazuki and Ray, the coolest, deadliest daddies on the block. They're like, hey, how'd you sneak in these shiny rocks? The gangster, shaking like a leaf, hands over his cell phone like it's a hot potato. Just then, Kazuki's phone buzzes. It's time to switch from assassin mode to daddy mode. He's got to pick up little Mary from school, and yeah, she's got the sniffles. Ray and Kazuki have a mini squabble like an old married couple, while the gangster's just standing there, confused AF. Rewind a few months and we see Kazuki and Ray just chilling as roommates. Kazuki's all like, bro, why you bringing home strays? And Ray's there with cat food and kitty litter, totally prepared. It's like that moment in sitcoms when the grumpy dad realizes the pet's already part of the family. Cut to dinner and the air's thick as tension. Ray's sulking about the cat, and Kazuki's trying to be the voice of reason. It's a classic "this is why we can't have nice things" moment. Meanwhile, a flashback shows Kazuki with a lady friend hinting at a past that's got more layers than an onion. Kazuki lays down the law, no more strays. But we all know how that goes. It's like telling a cat not to knock stuff off the table. Good luck with that. Scene shifts to a cozy cafe where Kazuki meets his buddy Kyutaro. It's like that moment in spy movies where they plan the big heist, but instead of a heist, it's about sneaking into a party. Kazuki's like, yo, I need a fake hotel ID, and Kyutaro's on it faster than a cat on a laser pointer. Kyutaro, the man in the middle, gets Kazuki's dough and is supposed to send half to, well, someone who's not really into accepting it. The classic, no, I insist, but in reverse. Cut to a train where we see Miri, the little adventurer, riding solo. She's just 4 and already exploring the city like she's in her own Dora the Explorer episode. She's chatting with strangers, soaking in the holiday vibes, and basically being a mini globetrotter. Meanwhile, Kazuki reveals the plan. Crash a swanky Christmas party at a hotel. The target? A big bad wolf in human trafficker clothing. The plan's as slick as those heist movies where the good guys blend in with the fancy crowd. Kazuki's gonna play baker, delivering a cake that's more than just flour and sugar. As Kazuki makes his smooth move towards the elevator, who do we see? Little Miri, her eyes lighting up at the sight of the cake. She's like a kid in a candy store, or in this case, a cake in an elevator. She dashes in behind Kazuki and all ready for a slice of the action. It's like those memes where someone says, "Did someone say cake?" and suddenly appears out of nowhere. Kazuki, decked out in Santa's suit, is having a full-on internal Panic at the Disco moment as little Miri calls him Santa. She's got a wish, wants to meet her dad. Kazuki, playing Santa like a boss, promises to make it happen if she behaves. It's like that meme where the dog is surrounded by fire saying this is fine, except Kazuki is the dog and the fire is a tiny girl with big requests. But as soon as the elevator doors whoosh open, Miri zips out like Lightning McQueen in Cars. Kazuki's left in the dust thinking, well, that escalated quickly. Meanwhile, Ray, hidden under the cake trolley like a ninja, has to go full action hero, taking out bodyguards like he's in a game of whack-a-mole. As Kazuki chases after Miri, Ray's sneaking through the hallway, knocking out guards like he's playing a real-life version of Metal Gear Solid. It's total stealth mode, except with more bullets. They all crash the Christmas party and it's chaos. Guests are scattering around like that scene in Monsters, Inc. when Sully thinks Boo's been squished. Ray zeroes in on the one big baddie of human trafficking, while Kazuki's on a wild Mary chase. Plot twist, Mary's right next to the villain, asking if he's her dad. Talk about awkward family reunions. Kazuki dives in, rips off his beard like he's in a superhero movie, and goes, I'm your dad now. Ray, cool as a cucumber, takes the shot and saves the day. Mission accomplished, and it's back to the daddy den with Mary. Ray can't help but poke fun at Kazuki. You can bring home a kid but not a cat? Mary's banging on Kazuki's door like it's Black Friday sales. He's all groggy and confused, tossing her into the bathroom. But oops, she's too tiny for the toilet and the sink. It's like that Kevin Hart help me meme, but with less comedy and more real-life struggle. Kazuki playing impromptu dad is like, what have I gotten myself into? As Kazuki whips up breakfast, Mary's full of questions. Is this your house, she asks. Kazuki's like, nah, just crashing, trying to keep it casual. But Mary, she's making breakfast a bigger mess than a toddler with a paint set. Ray enters looking like he just walked into a scene from Home Alone. Kazuki, desperate for a break, hands Mary over like she's a hot potato. Ray's like, check out my cool video games, but Mary's got the touch of chaos, messing up his prize collection faster than you could say Tetris. It's a classic moment of a kid in a candy store, except with game cartridges instead of candy. Over breakfast, Kazuki reads a bombshell note from Mary's mom. It's full of resentment, a plea for him to raise Mary, and plot twist, the dude they offed last episode was her dad. They debate sending her back, but with Mary giving answers vaguer than a politician's promises, they're stuck. Cut to Kyutaro's cafe where he's schooling Kazuki and Ray on their last job's messiness. He hands them their prey and dangles another job. But when Kazuki probes about Mary's dad, Kirito's like, even I miss things in a guess I'll die meme mood. As our dynamic duo exits, in comes Mr. Mysterious. We can't see his face, but he's got that vibe of, I'm about to stir things up. He drops his name, Ojino Ryo, like he's leaving breadcrumbs for a mystery. Ray and Kazuki stroll back home expecting peace and quiet, but whoa, it's like a scene straight out of Poltergeist. Lights out, furniture everywhere, it's a mess. They're ready to call the Ghostbusters, but plot twist, it's just Mary playing hide and seek, giving off major Ninja Vanish vibes. At dinner, Kazuki's deep in research mode, scoping out Mr. Big Bad Drug Kingpin. This guy's mansion is Fort Knox meets the Playboy Mansion. They're brainstorming like they're on Shark Tank, but then Mary, our little food critic, roasts Kazuki's cooking. She zooms off for more hide and seek, leaving Kazuki with a light bulb moment that shines brighter than the idea meme. Clip, prep time. Ray and Kazuki are like two dads packing for a road trip, except it's for a covert mission. They try to leave Mary with snacks, classic dad move, but Mary's wails are louder than a One Direction concert, and the neighbors are giving them the side eye. So plan B, Mary's coming along for a car adventure. Ray's playing water sniper while Kazuki's going undercover as Mr. Fix-It. But just as Kazuki's about to sneak in, Mary goes full DJ on the car horn. She needs a bathroom break, like now. Kazuki's like, hold it kiddo, channeling his inner Mission Impossible as he heads to the house. Kazuki's sneaking around the mansion, planting explosives like he's in Minecraft, but with higher stakes. Suddenly, ding dong, it's Mary at the door, asking the henchman if she can use the loot. It's like that can I use your bathroom meme, except it's a drug kingpin's mansion. Mary spots Kazuki and in true kid fashion blows his cover like she's revealing the biggest plot twist in a soap opera. It's chaos. Kazuki's chasing Mary, who's turned this into a high-stakes game of hide and seek, Tom and Jerry, but with more yelling and less cheese. Cut to the target's room and it's like they walked into a boss level in a video game. Guards everywhere. Kazuki's thinking, why is it always me? Like that meme with the guy questioning his life choices. Escape mode, activate. They're zooming away on a speedboat with Kazuki giving the ultimate dad lecture. Home again, and it's clear missions and Mary don't mix. Cue to the phone ring, it's Kyutaro with a double whammy. You're off the job, but hey, found info on Mary's dad. The scene opens with Ray experiencing a startle from a bad dream. As he tries to shake off the remnants of a nightmare, he joins Kazuki for breakfast. Kazuki, over his morning cereal, breaks the news to Ray that he plans to meet Kyutaro for more information about Mary's mother. Ray, with a hint of skepticism in his voice, questions if Kazuki is truly ready to let Mary go, considering the bond they formed. The atmosphere is casual yet tense, much like the doubtful third world kid meme, filled with unspoken questions and concerns. Kazuki, however, remains firm in his belief that their lifestyle as assassins is no place for a child. Flash to the park and it's nostalgia time. Kazuki and Ray are waxing philosophical about their childhoods while watching Mary play. Kazuki's a mystery man with no parental past, and Ray's got dad issues. When Kazuki tells Mary not to call him Papa in public, it's like he's hit the sad Keanu level of daddy angst. The plot thickens when a local cop swings by and asks Mary who she's with. Thanks to Kazuki's no Papa rule, Mary clams up. On the way home, Kazuki tries to untangle the Papa predicament, telling Mary it's cool to call both of him and Ray Papa sometimes. Night falls and Mary's on a mission. Find Ray. She discovers him snoozing in the tub, ready for an ambush. Talk about paranoid parrot vibes. Mary, not wanting to be alone, hops in. Ray's as smiley as a grumpy cat, but eventually they both drift off in the most unconventional bedtime scene. New day, new mission. Kazuki and Ray, with Mary in tow, are on a road trip, kinda like the "Are we there yet" meme, but with more emotional baggage. Ray's playing the concerned uncle, asking Kazuki if he's really okay with returning Mary. Kazuki, stoic as ever, is convinced it's the right call. They roll up to Mary's mom's city, and Kazuki decides to do a solo recon at her workplace, leaving Ray and Mary in the car. It's like when you leave your dog in the car and it has that sad puppy eyes look. Kazuki finds Mary's mom in a club, but before he can say hello, it's bar brawl time. Her boyfriend, also the bar manager, jumps him, thinking he's trouble. Kazuki, channeling his inner John Wick, handles it easy peasy, sending the boyfriend running like that Naruto run meme. Meanwhile, Mary drags Ray to the park. She's all about the fun, and Ray's as enthusiastic as a cat in water. She hits him with a deep question about Papa and what it means. Ray's mind wanders to his own tough-love dad, who's more my way or the highway than world's best dad. Ray, lost in his thoughts and flashbacks, suddenly realizes, oops, where's Mary? It's like that moment in a movie when the character looks around and everything's in slow-mo. Back at the bar, Kazuki's chat with Mary's mom goes sideways. She thinks he's representing her ex, but when Kazuki spills the beans about taking Mary in, mom's like, she's not my problem anymore. She drops a bombshell about Mary's past, leaving Kazuki and us like the shocked Pikachu. Kazuki tries to talk about the joys of parenthood, but Mary's mom is having none of it. She is continuously mocking his idealism. As she rants, Kazuki's mind flashes back to a dark past, hinting at more layers to his character. Kazuki, realizing this is a dead end, drops his business card like a mic drop and heads out, leaving Mary's mom with her thoughts and a whole lot of what just happened. Ray, in full stealth mode, spots Mary chatting with cops. He's like a ninja behind a tree, thinking this is fine as he almost lets the cops take her. But then Mary's shout for Papa turns Ray into a superhero. He swoops in, claiming his Papa title, and Mary leaps into his arms like she found her hero. As they head back, Kazuki joins the duo. Mary's ecstatic, sharing her day with Papa Ray. It's a wholesome moment. Kazuki, seeing this new family dynamic, suggests grabbing dinner together. It's a dinner for three, confirming their newfound bond. The episode wraps up with a cozy dinner scene, following by Mary herding her two papas into one bed. The next opens up with Mary turning into a mini whirlwind of helpfulness. She's on a mission, cleaning, watering plants, but oops. It's like watching a cat trying to help with puzzles, adorable but oh so messy. Kazuki and Ray, witnessing the chaos, needing a breather, they take Mary to the park. That's when they spot a daycare van. Light bulbs go off, and it's like the stonks meme, but for parenting ideas. They start calling schools, but it's a series of rejections like swiping left on a dating app. Plan B, government office. There, it's paperwork galore. Fill in this, sign that. The good news, Mary might get into school soon. The bad news, Kazuki and Ray are drowning in forms. Back at the base, Kazuki's freaking out. How do you provide legit documents when your job is an assassin? It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Mary's tears hit hard, and Kazuki, in a mix of panic and compassion, decides to go for forged documents. It's a risky move, like playing Jenga with government stuff. While waiting for the official nod, they start scouting daycares. It's like they're on a secret mission, except the objective is finding a nice place with snacks and nap time. Mary's in her first school interview, and she's like a live wire, oversharing everything. From the forged documents to the guns, she's spilling the beans faster than the Lightning McQueen. Kazuki and Ray, in pure panic mode, are like that cat hitting the abort button on the computer. Post-interview, Kazuki and Ray are in full damage control. They're like, Mary, let us handle the talking, giving her the iconic parents glare. Next interview's a different ball game. The instructors are curious about this unique family setup. Mary's in the spotlight, but this time she's all sugar, no spice. Praising her two dads like they're heroes out of a comic book, she's avoiding any mention of their less-than-legal activities. Kazuki, quick as a fox, jumps in with their cover story. We're city cleaners, he says, spinning a tail smoother than a figure skater on ice. As the interview wraps up, the instructors, touched by their heartfelt family portrait, offers a spot for Mary. It's like that scene in a movie where the underdog gets the golden ticket. Kazuki and Ray exchange looks of disbelief, like they've just been told they've won an all-expenses-paid trip to the Bahamas. They're gone from being stealthy assassins to proud school dads. It's like they've won the lottery, but instead of cash, it's school acceptance letters. Kazuki and Ray, now tasked with the real job of being school dads, are like two fish out of water trying to learn the ropes. They're juggling their dangerous lives with their newfound roles, all while ensuring Mary's happiness and safety. Next scene starts with Kazuki, Rei, and Miri hitting the department store. It's like that scene in a teen movie where they prepare for the first day of school. Kazuki's giving Rei the lowdown on making a good first impression. He's like a fashion coach, emphasizing the power of brand names to dominate the playground scene. It's a shopping spree on steroids like they're contestants on Supermarket Sweep. They buy everything, and I mean everything. It's like they cleared out the entire store, but then reality hits. They've got to label it all. They're drowning in a sea of markers and labels, overwhelmed yet excited. But the first day of daycare, they show up like they're walking the red carpet. Talk about overdressed. They're turning heads, and not in the good way. It's like that dressed for the job you want meme, but they took it way too literally. The other parents are giving them the side eye, probably wondering if there's a celebrity in their midst. During the tour, the instructor lays down the daycare law. It's a list of do's and don'ts, and Kazuki and Rei are soaking it up like sponges. They're nodding along, but you can tell they're as out of their element as a cat at a dog show. Post drop-off, Miri's struggling to fit in. It's like she's the new kid in a sitcom trying to find her clique. When Kazuki and Rei pick her up, she's non-committal about her day. She's got that not sure if good day or bad day look. As days pass, Miri's joy fades faster than a Snapchat message. Kazuki, playing detective, shows up early and sees Miri all by her lonesome. Miss Anna, the instructor, steps in. She's like a fairy godmother with advice. Switch up the wardrobe to something more low-key. It's a why didn't I think of that moment for Kazuki. Kazuki follows the advice, and what do you know? Works like a charm. He even sticks around to help Miri make friends like a wingman at a party. By pickup time, Miri's beaming, sharing tales at fun and friendships. It's a heartwarming wrap-up like the end of a feel-good family movie. And this episode nails it. It's solving the Miri during mission puzzle, balancing the dad-assassin dynamic beautifully. The humor is more organic now, like the series found its groove. It's a solid sign of the show's upward trajectory, promising more good stuff to come. Stay tuned as this unconventional family keeps navigating life one daycare day at a time.